Hello there, my name is Logan, but you can call me Copycat99, and today I'm here to go over my 2 runs from recent tournaments. It's a little late, sorry, I've been a little sick, and I'm still on the recovering side, but I wanted to get this video out. So the past 2 weekends, I've won tournaments. By the time it comes out, it might be the past 3, but I thought I'd go over my runs, and then I'll have a surprise at the end of the video, so make sure to watch all the way for that. So, the expected meta. Since Seattle, it got a lot grindier. A lot of Anakin data vault, a lot of Yoda data vault, onto ECL to target the data vaults, and Piet Red similar to target the data vaults. That is what I expected to see. The ping Tarkin now decks basically vanished. They're making a bit of a resurgence because Hantu is targeting the Hantu data vault, but they're not the Hantu data vault, the Hantu decks. But I didn't feel like they'd show up in this tournament, and they didn't. They were like non-existent. The meta is very grindy, so why not fight the grindy green hero with grindy green hero? You know, that's kind of where we're at. So of course, I played Hantu data vault. Like if you've been following me in the Street community for any amount of time, you know I absolutely love this deck. It keeps putting up results for me. So of course I jammed this deck in Branson. I guess I have that on the next slide, but I made some changes to the deck since Seattle. There are new cards in the deck. So that was the list that I brought. And then here's the list I brought to DZ. If you notice, there's absolutely no changes. After my run at Branson felt so good, the deck just hummed, that I was like, we do not need to make a single change. This deck is amazing right now. And we brought it straight to the DZ1K. So, I still feel Haunted Data Vault has a place in the meta. Like, it just, like I said, it keeps putting up results. Like, I just do so well on this deck, and it just feels like it has good matchups into, like, every deck. Like, when you sit down, there is no matchup that you're just like, oh man, I hit my 30-70 matchup or whatever. That is really, really tough. Like, every matchup feels 50-50 or better. Data Vault's still broken. Like, you get the space aggro plan, you get the grindy plan, you get the in-between plan. Like, the deck just does everything since Data Vault lets you fit 60 cards. Carries, Outer Rim Constable, Heroic Arc 170, and Captain Tifo are actual new cards I put in this deck. It was funny that I did an undefeated run at Seattle with no new cards, but these new cards like are just so good. Tifo and Carry Snebek especially are just really, really good cards that there's no reason not to play them. And the other change since Seattle is 2 Mace Windu has found his way into the main. Mace Windu is so good in this grindy meta right now. If your opponent plays Queen Amidala, it kills both spies, the queen, and hits their face for 5. You can put some damage into Yoda and finish it off with Mace and Ready and hit their face. It's just good against so many decks, and it's a nice mid-game bridge if you don't need Caloran. It's more reactive than Caloran, but when it lines up on the right board state, it just absolutely blows people out. So Mace Windu has been absolutely exceptional. And I think if you're playing a red hero deck without at least 2 copies of Mace Windu in it right now, you're missing out. The card is really good right now. So, in Branson, round 1 was 2-0 Sabine Yellow. This is just a Space Aggro deck, and Space Aggro decks are, like, free for this deck. Like, Heroic Arc 170 is a 4-1 that kills one of their turn 1 plays, and then sticks around to kill another unit. Like, Black 1, if you put Poe on it, pings for 1, so it can pick off the space units. Like, Hammerhead, Adelphi, like, I just play so much space that just matching their space in space is really, really easy, and it just, like, absolutely, thrashes people. Round 2 was 2-0 Yoda Data Vault. It was weird. I didn't like do any of their particular plans. I guess it was more of just a vibes type of game. But like I just beat him pretty handily. Like I don't know if he wasn't like I don't think he double ramped either game. He wasn't doing crazy or my only hope stuff. I don't know. I just kind of played dudes and turned him sideways and he fell over. Round 3, 1-2 Piet Red. Piet Red is probably the toughest matchup in the meta. It is so tough when they high roll. Like, Piet is just totally capable of high rolling. And this was a great player. I've played him before. So I knew it was going to be a bit tough. He like game, I think it was game 1. He had GNK and MC30, and that start is like nearly unbeatable on Hantu Data Vault. Like it is ridiculously tough to win that matchup or to win that start, especially because you have to kill the GNJ droid. So not only do they have an MC30 in play, but you're behind 3 damage, or your 3 damage has to go into the stupid droid. So, and that essentially makes it Data Vault to Data Vault, right? Their GNK droid put 3 HP on their base, and then they have an MC30 and you have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. It's not a fair trade. And then like Barrage and Salvo just line up so well to wipe boards. Like Pieta's just really tough. The way you win is you just play as many aggressive threats as you can, you know, especially the Poes. Poes are really good. And then Carry Snemic is nice because even if they kill it, you get a spy and you can keep applying pressure. And then you just turn them sideways and you hope you get there, you know. It's just, you know, sometimes the Piet misses that crucial Barrage or Salvo turn and you can just get over the finish line. But it was a really tight set. I think game 3 was 1 action off. Stuff like that, you know, just really, really close even for a tough matchup. And then round 4, this tournament was weird. So I ID'd with a teammate on Dedra Colossus. And I normally would not recommend IDing on round 4. Especially, like, I'm not undefeated. I have a loss. But this tournament was really weird. There were a lot of natural draws, thanks to your Data Vault slowing the game down. Good job. So the Top Gun was looking like X1 and 1s were going to be in. Like, most X1 and 1s were going to get in to top 8. So the choices I had were playing it out. And this matchup's pretty good for me. I like my hard control matchup on Hantu Data Vault. So I'd probably beat my teammate. And then I'd probably kick him out of top 8. Because he was X1 and 1, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But his record was, I think his record was in a spot where if I beat him, I'd kick him out of top 8, almost certainly. And then if he beat me, he'd probably he would almost certainly kick me out of top 8. Because again, of all the IDs, there was not going to be an not IDs, but natural draws. There wasn't going to be an X2 that slipped in. So, to not, like, there's a small risk that I lose this matchup. It was much better for my teammate than me. We were discussing with some of my other people after the fact. But we ended up IDing because I think it gave us both an opportunity where if we win the next round, we're in top 8. So it gives us both a win and in. And it's like, even if I beat him, I still have to win the last round anyway because of the draws. So it just worked out. And he did end up top 8ing. So it all worked out. You know, I'm a genius. And I'm humble too. Round 5, I 2-0'd Home 1 Yellow. You know, this matchup feels pretty good. The more I play this matchup, the more confident I feel in this matchup. You know, Cunning sometimes just gets you, but Mace Windu especially just swings this matchup so hard. I have games sometimes where Mace kills Akira, readies, kills a Cantina Bouncer, readies, hits them in the face for 5. And it's like, then they bounce it and it fully heals it. Like, it's just, like, really difficult for them to answer that card, which is another reason Mace is exceptional right now. But, you know, it's just Hantu doing Hantu things. I don't remember too much in particular, you know. The matchup's always close, you know. You just trade blows and answer each other's threats, and then someone gets there. So I finished 3-1-1, end up 7 seed going into top 8. In top 8, I 2-1 the Piet Red I played in Swiss, which felt amazing. You know, we got that sweet revenge. Game 1, I'm pretty sure I had GNK into MC30, and that was a non-game as per usual. Game 2 and Game 3, I don't remember Game 2 too well, but Game 3, it was really close. We both had a ton of units on board. He had a couple of space units, I had a couple of ground units, and he had a turn, and we got to the last turn where I have a lethal board. He maybe has a lethal board, but it's too many actions. And if he draws a Barrage or Salvo, I'm just dead. He wipes my ground lane, and I lose. But he doesn't have it, so we get there, you know. Sometimes Piet be like that. But again, exceptional player, you know. It was a lot of fun playing against him. And it was even sweeter because he actually had an amount of points where just top 8 and qualified him for Galactic. So I'll see my Galactic skin, which is awesome. And yeah, since I won this one, I'll be a Galactic. So that was really sweet. Top 4, 2-1 Yoda Data Vault. Another great player, you know, it was great to meet some of these people. I don't usually go up to this area. This was kind of a long drive for me. But we really... I was confident in my deck. I was confident in my skill. I was like, we can just win this one and not have to go to any other ones, maybe. At least not far ones for Galactics. So, and it worked out. But yeah, 2-1 Yoda Data Vault. Game 1 and Game 2, we were both just grinding for forever. I think I won Game 1 over a timely crate over a Rex, and you know, that's how grindy that matchup can be sometimes. You know, you do get to timely crate. I had a play where I timely did a Delphi Patrol Wing to kill a home one, and then attacked with a Poe to kill a Bo-Katan. And that was just, like, so sick. Like when Yoda has a Bo-Katan and a home one in play, you're usually just dead. Like, that's a really scary board state for your opponent to have. And, you know, timely a Delphi Poe, sometimes stuff lines up like that, and you get there. Game 2 I lost because I underestimated racing a Queen Amidala, and I maybe slowballed a Mace more than I should have. It was tough. Like even if I play the Mace to kill a Spy, I think he had Vanquish in hand anyway. So, maybe I was playing a bit too slow with the Mace, but I think other way he had it with the Vanquish in hand. But it was close, you know. I had a ton of space units. And then Game 3, I just hardcore space aggroed him, and you know, Yoda Data Vault doesn't have too many answers to it. Like, I got lucky and dodged Vanquish, so like all of my space units just got to stick, and they just turned sideways and won, and that's how it be like sometimes. And then the finals, played against a really cool player on Hantu Blue No Force, and we were talking about it, and it's like aside from Chirrut, like these Force cards maybe aren't worth the slot when there's so many good, like we're 6 sets in, there's so many good cards you can put in Hantu that aren't Force, so it was a really sweet deck. You know, Ogdo Bogdo is busted no matter what deck you're playing. So it was close. You know, we are both racing and managing the board, you know, Hantu Mirror stuff. You're both the aggro and the control depending on the board state. It's pretty, they're pretty interesting. Like, I like the Hantu Blue No Force matchup a lot better. It feels a lot closer. Like, the Blue Force can just blow you out sometimes if they draw Chirrut on the right time, if they draw too many entrenched, you know. But, yeah, this matchup was a lot of fun. Game 2, it got me with a really good Bo-Katan. It killed 2 or 3 units and, you know, a buff to Poe or whatever. It's like, alright, I'm dead. But, Games 1 and Game 3, we got there. We played, especially space units. He wasn't on entrenched, so... And open list nature, you know, we knew that. So, I was able to play, like, some hammerheads, control the space lane, and, get the job done. All my top 8 opponents were great. Really, this field was stacked. It had so many great players in the top 8. Like, it was so great. Playing all of them, I had a lot of fun. They gave me really engaging and tough sets. You know, they were not easy wins. They definitely took some work. But, you know, the deck still feels so smooth, you know. And yeah, we got there. So that was Branson, and then DZ in Swiss, I 2-0 to P at red. This is a fake 2-0. My teammate scooped to me. We played it out and I lost 0-2. Yeah, this matchup sucks balls. It's not fun. But you know, he scooped to me because it was more likely I would win the cash. You know, this was for like $300 was first place, so he thought I had a better shot into the field, so that happened. Round 2, I 2-0 to Home Fort Arkadan. Oh, there is a stream. This event was streamed. Branson was not streamed, unfortunately. It would have been awesome if it was. But this event was streamed. I'll probably link the stream down below. But I played on stream round 2 and round 3 and some in Top Cut. I can't remember exactly. But round 2, I played Hun for Tarkentown on stream. This is a great local player that has been playing on for quite a while. But again, it's a space aggro deck, and I just have so many answers to space aggro. We just like killed their space lane. Game 2 was a lot closer. He got me to like 30 on his flip turn with an undercover operation, letting him attack twice with the Falcon. which was pretty sick. Falcon with Han on it. But it wasn't quite good enough. I found a home one to stabilize, and I just kept killing everything he played. Round 3 was 2-1 to Gar Yellow. This player has been playing Gar for forever. Like, I think since, like, Gar came out. So, I know he's a pretty good player, but, I like managing his board. I think being the control in this matchup is correct. So, I try and manage his board. Forcing him out of the ground is ideal, too. Like, because Tifo and Obi-Wan line up so well versus deck, they're really hard for his deck to answer efficiently without just running all his units into them. So that's a really good way to pin them and put them in a bad spot. And then if they are trying to play space Poe or Black One into Poe, presents a 5 power threat in space that can kill all of his space units. You know, typically this deck's scary because of the shields, but Black One, when you have a Poe out, pings for 1, which just like absolutely lines up so well against their deck. You can kill their 7 fleets. You can kill some ships with Iden on them sometimes. He was on Stolen AT Hauler, and it's just like, kill a Hauler, my Poe Black One lives, play your Hauler. Just like, almost win the game, like, stuff like that. So Poe Black One is really good at managing space, and Obi-Wan and Tifo are really good at managing the ground. So it lets it line up really well sometimes. The game he won in this set, he actually got a ton of 2/2 shieldeds on the ground, and I had already played space. I led space the first couple of turns. So he just drew enough pumps to get there because I couldn't manage his board. We were just racing. And I think he's slightly favored if we're racing. He's got more pump effects in his deck, and his leader's a lot scarier. I think he had a timely Lurking Snub Fighter off a plot deploying guard to tap down a Poe that maybe could have gotten me there with 8 damage. But that happened. And then weird small field stuff. We won 3 rounds. I only played out 2 rounds because of the scoop. And now we get to draw into top 8. You know, yeah. Little weird. There was only like 20-something people. So, yeah. We ID with Hantu Data Vault. Yeah. I've got my locals on this deck now. There are multiple people at my locals playing my deck, which is very funny. You know, I played in a local last night, and I didn't play Hantu Data Vault. I took a break from it because, you know, I love the deck and all, but sometimes you do need to take breaks from it. Breaks from things, even if you love them. So I was playing Kira Red, which is a pretty gross deck. But yeah, so I ID'd with, and yeah, the people at the local were playing it. So, and I actually play this deck primarily because I don't like mirrors. I actually hate mirrors. Like, I will win mirrors. I am a good player, and I can win mirrors. I know how to win mirrors. It is just frustrating that it's just quality of the draw, you know? So, playing a different deck so I don't have to play the mirrors actually come up with my local community because people are trying to capitalize on how good this deck is. But this round, I ID with Hantu Data Vault, not like I wanted to play the mirror anyway. And then I got to ID with Dendra Colossus. So that wraps up Swiss. Top 8. I 2-0 the Gar Yellow again. This one was on stream, I'm pretty sure. No, this one was off stream. And, you know, I forced him out of the ground and I just had, like, Obi-Wan Tifo. And that's just really hard to beat. I got him with the Gorilla Attack Pod game 1, I think. Which just, like, gave me surprise lethal. Otherwise, he could have claimed and killed me with a pump or whatever. And yeah, game 2, it was like I play Tifo, he arrests Tifo. Tifo comes back, he arrests Tifo. I play Obi-Wan to stall to get the Tifo back. You know, it was really close, but we drew enough ground sentinels to get there. Top 4, 2-0'd Home 1 Yellow. You know, like I said, the more I play this matchup, the more good I feel into it. It just, I feel like a lot of my cards, like Mace, like Hammerhead, lined up really well against his deck. Game 2, we got into a state where he had no board, and I had a Hammerhead in play, and he kept bouncing the Hammerhead, and the Hammerhead got to deal where it was dealing like 7-8 damage. It was just killing everything he played. It was not fun for him. But, you know, just play dudes. That's the thing, is it's really difficult to beat just good units. Like, that's all Hantu Data Vault does, is play good units. Like, there's no sideboarding for good units. Like, so some of these decks just don't line up very well into the deck. And then finals 2-1 Dendra Colossus. I feel very confident in this matchup. I got game 1 pretty handily. I lost game 2 because he's playing 3 Avenger 1 crate for his top end post board. I drew all 3 fells. I felled I felled 2 Avengers and I timely to crate to kill a crate. But then he Bazines my 3rd fell and sticks an Avenger and stabilizes. It was wild. This set was on... Oh, the Hanwhan Yellow games were on stream. And then this set was also on stream. And yeah, that was crazy. He turns the corner and beats me. Because Avenger is very good against my deck when I can't fell it. What was it, game 1? Or if you timely home 1, res Poe, attach Poe to home 1, kill their Avenger, and you keep a home 1, it has 10 HP. So I think I did that game 1. I did that one of the games and to kill an Avenger, and it was sick. And then game 3, I think I just drew Carry Stammex. Like, I think I played 2 Carry Stammex, and then I home 1 Carry Stammex, and I just sat there and, spammed this card. This card's so silly against control. It's not fair. And, it was a field of teammates. It was a field of close friends, but Hantu gets the job done, baby. This deck it's just so good, man. I love this deck so much, and it continues to put up results. So conclusions, the deck is still busted, and it feels good in the meta, which are great combinations for my predict success. I'll continue to win tournaments with it if I get to any. Aside from Green Hero being a hair too strong, I think the meta is pretty diverse, which is a decent thing. Like, it's not like, even if it is a lot of Green Hero decks, it's like Hanwhan Green is a very different Green Hero deck from Yoda Data Vault, which is a very different Green Hero deck from Hantu Data Vault. Like there's still a bit of variety in the Green Hero Data Vault decks, which makes the decks feel different. And especially post rotation, coming up with the multi-aspect cards, I think that'll help solidify the differences between the color combinations even more, and it'll help make it feel less stale. It feels great to have my Galactics ticket already punched. I don't have to play in any tournaments from now until Galactics if I don't want to. I absolutely still will, because I love this game and I love competing. But absolutely don't have to. All the stress is off, and I don't have to scramble to grind tournaments. I can just play what I feel like, which is awesome. So that was it for the run. And thanks for watching to the end. I thought I'd start the new year off with a giveaway. So I've got this Galactic Darth Vader promo card. It is not showing up that well. Let's see if we can... This beauty. And I thought I'd give it away on the caveat that I'll only give it away once I reach 500 subscribers. We gotta get that number up. So once I have 500 subscribers, I'll pull a random viewer to win the card. And to enter into the giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe. So, subscribe, get your friends to subscribe, create an alt and subscribe, I don't care, whatever. Just get the number up, and then once I hit 500, I'll pull a random viewer that has commented, liked, and subscribed on this video, and I'll give the card away. Go do that. All right. I think that's all I've got for this video. I will see you in the next one.